I've got to succeed so she can succeed, so we can succeed.
I get it, Bob. I get it. When was the last time you slept?
Who keeps track of that?
Hey, I'm Jamie Klein, and I worked as a visual effects artist on Incredibles 2. It's been nearly 14 years since The Incredibles premiered, and we at Pixar are so excited to continue the story of this very relatable American family. So much work goes into our features. It can take up to 29 hours to render just one frame. It's that amount of time and care that led to me missing the birth of my son to make sure Mr. Incredible had a consistently sized penis bulge. The original Incredibles was groundbreaking for Pixar, so we knew we had a lot to live up to. We broke ground on the sequel in late 2013. It was also around this time my wife and I first started talking about wanting kids. Creating a realistic animated character takes more than just a bunch of fancy technology. It takes lots of love and patience, the same kind that I assume my wife put into her pregnancy while I worked on Mr. Incredible's penis. I admittedly had to skip out on a ton of baby CPR classes in order to make sure that no matter where Mr. Incredible was fighting bad guys, a cityscape, a jungle, whatever, the bulge was consistent. And my wife was a trooper. She would say, "I haven't felt him kick in a few days," and then drive herself to the hospital while I worked. I'll never forget the night her water broke. I was at the Pixar campus, and I fell asleep in the studio puzzling through a rendering of the bulge. I woke up, and there were all these voicemails like, "I'm going into labor. Where are you? Come to the hospital. Please pick up." I was so close to finally figuring out the proper shading, so I sat down to give it one more shot before heading to the hospital. But then I got the call. Mr. Klein, your wife, and son are doing fine, both happy and healthy. I hope when audiences go to see Incredibles 2 this summer, they admire all the technical details Pixar's animators put into these characters. Their hair, their eyelashes, the way their penises consistently rest up against their supersuits. I know my son, in whatever city he and his mother are living in now, will be proud of me too.